Today we will gonna read this book. Chapter 1 to 4. Magic Treehouse 1. Dinosaurs Before Dark. Start reading. Chapter 1. Into the woods. Help, the monster, said Annie. Yeah, sure, Jack said. A real monster is not in Frog Creek, Pennsylvania. Run, Jack, said Annie. She ran up the road. Oh, brother, thought Jack. This is what he got for spending time with his 7-year-old sister. 7-year-old sister. Annie loved pretending, but Jack was 8.5. He liked real things. Watch out, Jack, a monster is coming, said Annie. Chapter 2. The Monster. Jack crawled into Jack didn't say anything. Come on, Jack, I will race you, said Annie. No thanks, said Jack. Annie reached alone into the wood. Jack looked at the sky. The sun was about to set. Come on, Annie, it's time to go home, Jack yelled. But Annie didn't answer. Jack waited. Annie, he called again. Jack, Jack, Annie shouted. Come here, quick, Jack groaned. This is better be good, he said. He left the road and headed into the wood. The tree was lit on the golden late afternoon light. Over here, called Annie. Annie was standing under the tall oak tree. Look, she said. She pointed at the rope ladder. It was hanging down from the side, high in the tree. Wow, Jack whispered. At the top of the tree was a treehouse, trunkled between two branches. That must be the highest treehouse in the world, said Annie. Annie top of the treehouse. There must be highest trees in the world. But who built it? Said Jack. I've never seen it before. I don't know, but I'm going up, said Annie. No, we don't know whose belongs to, said Jack. Just for teeny minutes, said Annie. She started up the ladder. Annie, come back, said Jack. But Annie kept climbing. She climbed all the way up to the tallest branches. Jack sighed. Annie, it's almost dark. We have to go home. Jack whispered inside the treehouse. Annie, Jack called. Jack waited a moment. He was about to eat coal again when Annie poked her head out of the treehouse window. Books, Annie shouted. What? Said Jack. It's filled of books. Said Annie. Oh man, Jack thought. He loved the book. Jack pushed his glasses into place. He gripped the side of rope ladder and started up. Chapter 2. The Monster. Jack crawled into the treehouse. Wow, he said. The treehouse was filled with books. Books were everywhere. They very old books with dusty covers and new book with shiny, bright covers. Shiny, bright colors. Look, said Annie. You can see far away. She peeked out the treehouse window. Jack looked out of the window with her. Below were the tops of other trees. In the distance could be a Frog Creek library, an elementary school, and a park. Annie pointed in the other direction. "There's our house," she said. Annie was right. Jack could see their white wooden house with garden porch. In the yard next door was their neighborhood's black dog, Henry. He looked very tiny. "Hi, Henry," shouted Annie. "Shh, we're not supposed to be up here," Jack said. Jack glanced around the treehouse again. He noticed the bookmarks were sticking out of many of those. "I wonder who owns all these books," he said. "I like this one," said Annie. She picked up the book with castles on the cover. "Here's a book about Pennsylvania," said Jack. He turned the page to the bookmark. "Hey, here's a picture of Frog Creek," said Jack. "It's a picture of this wood." "Oh, here's a book for you," said Annie. She held the book for Dinosaur. A blue silk mark was sticking out of it. "Let me see," Jack sat in his backpack down the floor and grabbed books from Annie. "Okay, you look at the one and I look at another about castles," said Jack. "No, we'd better not," said Jack. "We don't know who this book belongs to." But even as he said this, Jack was opening the dinosaur book, the place where the bookmark was. He couldn't help himself. Jack turned to a picture of an Asian flying reptile. He crossed his Pteranodon. He picked up a huge bat-like wing-like picture. "Wow," whispered Jack. "I wish we can go to the time of Pteranodon." Jack suddenly stood the pictures of an old-looking creature that soared the sky. "Ah!" screamed Annie. "What?" said Jack. "A monster!" Annie cried. They pointed out of the treehouse window. "Stop pretending, Annie," said Jack. "No, really," said Annie. Jack looked out the window. The giant creature was gliding above the treetops. It had a long beard crest on the back of his lid, a shiny beak, and a huge batting-like wing. It was little like Pteranodon. Then the creature swooped through the sky. It looked like a glider plane. It was coming straight toward the treehouse. "Get down!" cried Annie. Then Annie crouched on the floor. The wind started to blow. The treehouse started to spin. It spun faster than faster. Then everything was still, absolutely still. Jack opened his eyes. The sun shone through the window. The treehouse was still up high up in the tree, but it wasn't the same tree. "Where are we?" said Annie. She and Jack looked out the window. The Pteranodon was going through the sky. The ground was covered with ferns and tall grass. There was a winding stream, a sloping hill, and a volcano in the distance. I don't know where we are," said Jack. Pteranodon climbed down the base of the tree. It landed on the ground and stood very still. "So, what happened to us?" said Annie. "Well," said Jack, "I was looking at the picture of a book, and you said, well, I wish we could go to the time of Pteranodon," said Annie. "Yeah, and then we saw Pteranodon in the fruit," said Jack. "Yeah, and the wind got loud and three of us started to spin, and we landed here," said Jack. "And we landed here," said Annie. "So that means," said Jack, "so that means what?" said Annie. "I don't know," said Jack. He shook his head. "Both can be real." And Annie looked out the window again. "But it's real," said Jack. "It's very real." Jack looked down the window again, and Pteranodon was standing at the base of the tree like a guard. The giant wings were spread out of either side of them. "Hi!" and he shouted. "Shh!" said Jack. "We are not supposed to be here." "But where is here?" said Annie. "I don't know," said Jack. "Hi, who are you?" And he called to the Pteranodon. The creature just looked up at her. "Are you not?" "He can't talk," said Jack. "But maybe you can tell us." Jack looked down the book. He read the words under the picture. "The flying reptile lived in Fletcher's freedom, and it was 65 million years ago with the dinosaurs." "That's impossible," said Jack. "They have gone to the time 65 billion years ago." "Jack," said Annie, "it's nice." "Nice?" said Jack. "Yeah, I can tell that," said Annie. "Let's go down here." "Go down?" said Jack. Jack and Annie started up the rope ladder. "Hey, come back," said Jack, but Annie kept going. "Annie, wait," said Jack. She ran to the guard. She stepped boldly to the Asian creature. Jack grabbed as Annie reached out of her head toward the Pteranodon. Annie was always trying to make a friend with animals, but this was going too far. "Don't get too close to him, Annie," Jack shouted. Annie touched the Pteranodon's crest. He stroked his neck. He was going to talk with him. "What in the world is she saying?" Jack wondered. He took a deep breath. "Okay, he would go down too. If I would be able to examine the Pteranodon, he could take notes like a secret." Jack started down the rope ladder. When he reached the ground, there was only a few feet away from the creature. Pteranodon stared at Jack. His eyes were bright and alert. "He's soft, Jack," said Annie. "He feels like Henry." Jack snored. "It's not a dog," said Annie. "Feel him, Jack," said Annie. Jack didn't move. "Don't think, Jack. Just do it," said Annie. Jack stepped forward. He reached out of the berry curiously. He brushed his hand down the creature's neck. "Interesting," Jack thought. "A thin layer of furry of the Pteranodon's skin. Soft, huh?" said Annie. Jack reached into backpack and pulled the pencil with the notebook. He wrote, "Furry skin. What are you doing?" said Annie. "Taking notes," said Jack. "We are probably the first people on Old World to see a real life Pteranodon." Jack looked down to Pteranodon again. Then the bony crest on the top of his head was longer than that. "I wonder how smart it is," Jack said. Very smart, said Annie. Don't count on it, said Jack. His brain's probably no bigger than a bean. No, he's very smart. I can feel it, said Annie. I'm going to call him Henry. Jack wrote his notebook. Small brain? Jack looked at Creature again. Maybe he's a man, he said. The pretender stilled his head. Then he laughed. He's not a man, Jack. Well, what he's doing down then? Where is this place? Said Jack. Annie lives close to Pretender. Do you know where we are, Henry? He asked softly. The creatures felt like his eyes on Annie. His giant pair of secretion. Are you trying to talk to me, Henry? Asked Annie. Forget it, Annie. Jack wrote into the notebook. Mom likes cave stories. Did we come to time long ago, Henry? Said Annie. Yes, this place long ago. Suddenly, Annie gasped. Jack! Jack looked up. Annie was pointing toward the hill on top of the huge dinosaur. That's the end of the chapter 4. Goodbye.